So, I really don't have much else
All right.
to talk about here.
So, you want to bring this Shmo on?
So here, let me ask you this question here.
Would anybody care about some total randos list for who he wants to see in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite? Would anybody care? Let me know.
Yeah, exactly.
Just got some guy hanging out.
I mean, let me ask you this question: do you have a wish list for Marvel vs. Capcom?
I just want 12 in there, James. That's all I care about.
I know you want 12.
That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Other than that, no. Doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter to you at all.
As long as there are archetypes that I care about, that's all that matters to me.
But I mean, Marvel Universe, you've been watching all the films. You've been...
Yeah,
obviously,
and they're cool. I like those films.
Okay, but nobody from those films, like, in particular that you'd want to see.
Like, I think that, like, Groot as a weird hybrid zoner command grab character could be really sick.
Dude, what if they made him like a Mingo?
Yeah, why not? Why not just bring back a Mingo?
Dude,
The
Mingo
weird
would be
cactus
awesome,
character
and
from
Ruby
Marvel
Heart.
2.
Just bring back a Mingo and Ruby
Yeah,
Heart.
that nobody knows or cares about.
Yeah, but that's probably on his list too. You know that. I mean, look, I've already said my list involves Black Panther. I would like to see Black Panther.
Sure,
there because
that
I
would
think
be
Black Panther
cool. He's
would
a
be
cool
super
character.
cool, right?
Yeah.
And then of course from the Capcom side, if they could figure out a way to get Lin Kurosawa in there, I would love Lin Kurosawa in there. So. But here, you want to just drag this guy in here?
All right.
Just to read his
Pretty much
list.
already
So look,
All right, so
look,
we're gonna bring on-
let's have him read his list. We can all groan at it and then just shove him off and then talk about why his list sucks.
Got it. All right, we're
Okay.
gonna bring on. Why don't you scoot in here?
Yeah,
The
scoot
special
in.
guest Sejam is coming in straight from Japan.
Yeah, straight. We got him sneaking
All right,
in
this is
here.
devolved entirely, so I'm
Okay,
just gonna
okay,
Easy,
okay,
Jam.
okay, yeah,
You're
yeah.
not
Touch
even,
your hair a
actually,
lot
you know
here.
what? It's actually very fitting that you'd be half in the shot.
Thank you.
I think that's beautiful. I think that's beautiful framing.
Thank you.
Of course, this is.
like a half matter in the
do we
afternoon.
even want to introduce who he is?
This is Ryan Kasmer.
Unbelievable.
I mean, is it really? I mean, like we're gonna say like this is Casmer, and everyone's gonna be like, who?
Hey,
It's like Star Lord, right?
I guarantee there's at least 3 people in this chat that know me. Minimum.
I'm trying to see.
Bro,
Anybody
I'm
in-
Sejam. I'm famous.
That's right. You are Sejam.
Yeah.
You just have to say sucks to suck and touch your hair a lot. There you go. There you go.
It does look a little bit different. So, what is your list
All right, I
for?
want to see your
characters.
list. 'Cause,
I mean,
okay,
I have
okay.
a whole
keep
thing.
in
You
mind.
can just put it right up on the screen.
Let's do a preface here. Okay, so Casmer is a avid comic book person.
Oh my God, James.
And then he also has the worst taste in movies in all of history. Okay, let's find out what your list is.
Okay, well, first off, Civil War sucks. Let's just get that.
All right, get him off already. Get him off already. We're done. We're done. Come on, squeeze in a little bit more. Squeeze in a
Yeah,
little
it's
bit more.
going.
Yeah, David.
Well, I'm fine. Right.
Unbelievable.
I mean, you
All right.
Just sit on your
The
lap.
inconveniences I deal with.
Unbelievable. These fucking guys. Oh wait, can I swear on the show?
yeah, you can swear on that.
Okay.
Well, he already did it.
I know, right? You ask permission. Better to ask for forgiveness than for permission. Is that what we've got here?
Sure.
So, what do you got?
First off, I'm just gonna throw it right out there. I genuinely want this character.
Wait, what's your Twitter again?
EFHRK.
That's it. right?
Follow me for good tweets.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. There we go.
All right, you want me to just read these off, or do you want to just bring up the whole grid I got?
Do you have the grid in some way that's like accessible to other
It's
people?
just right on my Twitter.
Oh.
You have it on your Twitter?
Yeah.
You want me to bring it up?
Yeah.
here?
Just search
Why
for Wishlist, and then my Twitter handle, and it'll just people just look at this and they just get the shock all at once.
Where is it? Where
You have
is
to
it?
search for it. It was like 2 weeks ago.
Are you serious? Oh my god. Alright.
James, do you really have that much else to talk about right now?
No, we have nothing to talk
we
about.
have
There you
nothing
go.
to talk about.
No,
Green curry.
Yeah,
no rice.
I'm totally checked out.
You don't even have enough food for the show.
Old tweets from Tweet Tunnel, MVC
Why didn't you
4
just
character
search-
wish list.
There you go.
I guess that's the one. Why is there a site called Tweet Tunnel?
I don't know. Why didn't you just search on Twitter like a normal person?
that usually doesn't work for
Were
me.
you about to say that Twitter doesn't have a search function?
No, I was about to say that usually never works for me.
Search Wishlist, 2 words. Boom.
Boom.
Oh my!
You got the
This
whole
is-
grid.
Second
That's your whole.
No,
thing?
second
No,
one.
no,
second
no,
one.
no.
Oh, the
Second
second
one
one.
down.
Oh,
I
you
made a
made
whole-
a graphic?
Yes!
You made a graphic.
I had
for
nothing
this?
going on that night.
Oh my god!
I think I was watching a Kevin James movie while I did this.
Well, that
Wow.
would explain a lot.
It's tough.
That would explain
It
a
was a tough
lot.
time.
Do I really want to do this?
You just bring up the whole picture.
All right, here we go.
Put a lot of work into this, James.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
okay.
So go press to the left on the little Twitter arrow there.
Which one?
There, right there.
Yeah,
Just
right there. All right. That actually didn't really turn out well.
Yeah.
You can zoom
I think
in on
it's,
that, I
I
don't
think
even
it's
know.
better. It,
Yeah, that's fine. You can just go to the names.
Okay, there you go.
All right. What do you got here?
All
Jonah Jameson.
How the
You know-
hell
okay.
is that? Wait.
Bro,
This is
hey,
starting
you
out
can,
terribly.
if you can make
J.
Phoenix
Jonah
Wright a
Jameson.
Marvel character, you can totally make J. Jonah Jameson a Marvel character. You cannot tell me if you can make Phoenix Wright work, you can't make this guy work. His attacks would just be shouting, and he just throws money at you, and wild punches. He throws his pills.
And sends Peter Parker to do everything else.
Yeah, he has a super. It's called Get Me Pictures of Spider-Man.
So instead of Maya, it's gonna be Peter Parker, huh?
But he's still voiced by J.K. Simmons.
That would be the part
Yeah.
that I would approve of right there.
Wrap it all up in a nice circle.
All right, Venom and
that's where we
Carnage.
started. Sure.
Venom is probably a given.
I think that's awesome.
I think he'll probably.
Yeah, but you're
make it
wasting
in.
space. You have Venom and Carnage.
I'm all for that. I think that's super cool. I like Carnage a lot.
There's never been a Ryu and Ken.
Yeah, right. I really think you could make them quite different. I feel.
All right,
Make them wild.
Doctor Octopus. I can
I-
see that.
I-
I can see that.
I will say this. I like all Spider-Man. I think has the best villains of like all the Marvel characters. Of like his roster of villains, like his main villains. I think Spider-Man has all the most interesting ones.
Okay.
So like Venom and Carnage. I mean, they're like popular. Doctor
Right.
Octopus
Okay.
is pretty
Doctor
popular.
Octopus makes sense.
He's
okay.
pretty cool.
Mysterio.
I want
Like,
Mysterio-
He's the guy with the globe for a head, right?
He's the visual effects artist / supervillain.
Right. He's the
And
guy.
I-
He's the guy with the crystal ball for a
Yeah,
head.
the fishbowl head.
Go
Yeah.
go to the picture. Is there a picture of him here?
Yeah, the
You can
fishbowl
see the
head
little
guy.
one in there.
He's just a fishbowl head.
Yeah.
I just like Mysterio because he's weird and stupid, and none of his super plans ever make sense. Like he'll have a comic story where he'll be like, "I'll make Spider-Man think I'm 50 feet tall," and it's like, okay, then what? You're not actually 50 feet tall, so what are you doing? I just think he's like, you could just add like
You know,
weird
if
stuff.
he
for-
did stuff that was like video game graphic-y, like he would do
Yeah.
weird video game things, like he has a super called Mode 7 where your character looks like spinning and stuff like that. I
Just
think
turns out
that'd
like
be
F-Zero.
that would be
kinda-
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
never
Sandman,
happened.
also
Sandman,
Spider-Man.
I think
villain.
he could work as a
Well, yeah,
as a
'cause
Marvel character. Like I could see him having like
He would
fast
basically
sort of
be
sand
he would basically be
moves.
like 12, right? He would also have an axe hand
Okay.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. All
Okay.
right. Fine. Punisher. That'd be
Punisher,
cool. He's
Punisher.
I think-
he's the new Cable, right? He just plays that Cable.
I think like Punisher. Well, maybe I'm iffy on Punisher, but I feel like Daredevil is probably going to get in just because they got the Netflix
Right.
shows.
Uh-huh.
Like half this list,
Well,
I think could
Punisher is-
probably get in. Half of them are just like
Punisher, I mean, he's gonna have his own show as well.
Right,
So,
exactly.
Yeah, uh-huh.
So I think like
likely,
they
yeah.
they'd probably be pushing to put him
Okay.
in.
Hulk. Sure.
Hulk,
Thanos.
I just like-
Sure.
But which Hulk? The gray Hulk or the green Hulk?
It's just regular Hulk.
Okay.
I just like
okay.
regular Hulk.
Regular Hulk. Thanos makes sense.
Makes sense. Rocket Raccoon and Groot. Okay. You
Flash,
want
Groot. Do you want this to be like a Chang and Choi situation?
Yeah,
you want them to be like one character?
yeah.
Okay.
Just like I mean,
Well, he kind of already was. What do you think the log was when Rocket Raccoon called it? Right? When the log swung in UMVC 3?
I don't remember.
Did anyone ever think about that?
No,
It
but
was Groot. No,
Is it?
I don't. But I mean,
On game
I just
theory.
made the connection right now. It totally makes sense. It could
all right.
totally work.
MODOK. That's fine.
Why MODOK back?
He's just another like weird guy that I think I played MODOK for a bit in like the very small span I played.
Here-
MODOK.
here's how I picture this list being created. Ryan goes to Google. It says, Google, what are the dumbest Marvel characters?
I'll tell you this: coming up with the Capcom list was a lot easier than the Marvel list because I tried to do 15
Who's
from
stupid
each.
and dumb looking?
So Blade. Okay, I've seen
Only
people. I've seen people
if
love
it's
it.
based off Wesley Snipes.
Right.
Who is the only Blade. I know they're recasting him for another Netflix series, and I will not buy it. I reject
Well,
that
fortunately,
series
you don't have to buy
wholeheartedly.
it. You don't have to buy it because you just pay for Netflix and it's there.
I do not support them. Also, no Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider. F off Netflix.
I
That's
would
my
actually
stand.
wouldn't mind the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Ghost Rider. I thought they did a really good
I
job
don't
with
watch
that
that
one.
show.
Okay.
Because
I
it
thought
doesn't
they-
have Nicolas Cage.
I thought they did a good job with it. Taskmaster, you want back?
I just like Taskmaster.
Look, I will approve of Shuma Gorath because I was a Shuma Gorath main in like Marvel superheroes, so I love that character.
I mean, she's been in all these games. I'd be
I just-
kind of surprised if he wasn't back just for legacy.
I just
probably
want
won't be.
I just want Children of the Atom Spiral. That's all I want. Children that's Atom styled Spiral would be awesome.
Yeah.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck is my favorite Marvel character, and
Of course he's your favorite Marvel character. Everything
That makes
just
total
makes
sense.
too much sense.
Makes total sense.
That makes too much
James,
sense.
you're saying you haven't seen the Howard the Duck movie?
I have not seen the Howard the Duck
Oh,
movie.
we got a
Although,
movie
you know
night,
what?
dude.
Actually, you know
You
what?
would like it.
You might
That's
get
the-
I
along.
love it.
No,
You
I'm
might
not
get
making
along.
that up. I
You
think
might get
you
along
would.
with my best friend because my best friend is also one of those people who has weird taste in everything,
But
and
does
he
he
loves
like-
Howard the
He
Duck.
really does.
James,
Okay.
are you not saying I'm not your best friend?
You are so not my best friend. Oh, I mean,
Does it
I
like
mean,
Howard the
I mean,
Duck?
I mean, no, you're close, but you know.
Well, you know.
Oh, hey, David. How long have you been here?
So, all right, that rounds out the Marvel
right.
side.
Capcom roll.
You
You
want
want
Roll.
roll
Starting out
back?
strong.
Roll
with
is
Roll.
such a classic joke character. I feel like they could throw her in just for laughs. Even if she's like the worst character
But see,
again, even if they did it on purpose, that's
I would
hysterical.
rather. I
That's what
would
they did last
rather.
time.
I would
Yes.
rather them put Roll in and have her be like seriously like a good fighter. Like I think
No,
that
I
would
want new
actually
Roll
be
tier.
cool.
I want Roll Tier to be a thing again.
It's your show, man.
Look,
Whatever you
okay,
want.
Dr. Wily, eyebrows and all, in a flying saucer attacking.
Yeah, you can have all his mech
all of his
suits
supers
and
would just make it. Dude, that would
he
actually
could call
be
the
cool.
other robots.
Actually,
Dude,
would be cool.
No. His super
Would be
would just
cool.
be like he calls a body and his thing attaches to it, and then they fight, and then you destroy the body, and then if he activates super,
Like
a different
the-
body. He has like the floating
like
body.
Arya.
Yeah, he has
He's
all the
Arya.
different ones.
I didn't even think about that. That's
From
awesome.
Killer Instinct. Yeah,
I
that sounds really
genuinely
cool.
want
And then if you kill,
Yeah. Actually,
No.
sounds pretty sick.
that?
Trombone.
Oh, there we go.
I
If you
just like
kill,
Tron.
if you kill Dr. Wily,
Tron's
he
just
turns
cool
into an alien. By the way, so
Is this like deep Mega Man lore?
oh, it was the ending of
Is this
Mega
a
Man 2.
game theory?
This is a Mega Man 2 ending when you finally got to Dr. Wily, he turns into an alien and you're like, oh my god, your mind is like blown, and then you kill him and it turns out to be like a little machine and he's operating a machine, so.
That's some deep lore.
Dude, it was one of the, but the best part
Mega
is
Man mythos.
I streamed that and a lot of
The name
people
of the
hadn't
game.
seen Mega Man 2. And like I had this video queued up, and this was during the height of the meme. But I was like, so at the end of this game, you'll find out that Dr. Wily really is. I walked into the room and then I played the John Cena theme. So
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
All right. Well,
Memes.
let's move on to the next character.
Okay, Tronbon, you want her back again?
I just like Tron. I just like her as a character.
Okay. All right.
Nemesis, Frank West. These are all coming.
Yeah.
Dustman.
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 See, I went
Not
with him
from
for
Mega Man.
like an obscure sort of choice.
Right, but the thing about it is, I mean, he's not even probably the most popular of the robots, right? I mean, Dustman
Robots.
was in Mega Man 4.
No, not the Mega Man character.
I know, and that's why this is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Because if it was the Mega Man 4 character, at least there would have been some credibility to it.
I mean, Dust Force is a good game. They could just put like a weird game, be like, oh yeah, Capcom distributes.
I've
that
never
game.
even heard of Dust Force.
It's like a little indie game on Steam and
Yeah,
pirate
alright.
consoles. It kind of plays like Meat Boy. It's like
Didn't Capcom make like Snow Brothers, or was that a different game?
Snow Brothers.
Like I would almost want
Didn't Nintendo make that game Mario Twins? Just put that in the game. They look the same.
They look.
There
Yeah.
is a game called Snow Brothers, by the way, which is a complete ripoff of Bubble Bobble.
Okay.
All right.
Baby Bonniehood. Is that what BB stands for?
Yeah, BB Hood is Baby Bonnie Hood.
That's my favorite Darkstalkers
Or
character.
Buletta.
I knew that, but I didn't know Baby
She's got,
Bonnie
like,
was what it stood
She's one of
for.
those characters that like technically has like 3 different names, just probably from translations. or
Anna
something.
Karis. You're bringing all like the MVC2 characters back because Baby Bonnie Hood and Anna Karis are
That
both
game had like
there.
no influence on this list.
Because like
it's just
honestly,
characters I
like
like with
Jeddah,
those names.
like I saw Flo say Jeddah, and I thought that was a great choice. I think Jeddah would be sick in this game.
That makes sense. But
Lord
I think
Raptor
an
would be
actress
pretty
sick.
cool too.
Yeah, Raptor would be cool.
And
Scissor Man,
dude,
also not Mega Man.
Again, his name is Cut Man. Why are you calling him Scissor Man? His name is Cut Man.
James, why are you trying to tilt me like this?
From Clock Tower, that
Clock Tower
famous classic.
is a series of little like horror games.
Are you serious? You want to put Ono into the game? You want Yoshinori Ono to be in the game?
Man, James, come on.
Oro. Okay.
That one wasn't even a joke.
No, it wasn't. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Yeah. So Oro.
Yeah, he comes out and he throws a little Blanca statue at you.
Why? Tell me why of all the Street Fighter 3 characters, why Oro and not 12? What about Oro makes you think he would fit in a Marvel game?
12 sucks.
Oro is so good that if he uses both hands,
Oh.
it's not a fair fight.
So in this game, he would use both hands so he can fight the superheroes.
I don't care. I just really like Oro.
God.
I really want.
Then
Oro was like the
Birdie-
one character that I kept saying, like, if they put him in Street Fighter V, I'll take it so seriously. And I think at this point, even if they put him in, I'm not going to play that game anymore.
So tell me, why Birdie and not 12?
Is every character just, why isn't this 12?
Yeah.
Why was it just 30 12s?
What? That sounds
Just
great.
30 different versions of 12 at different ages.
1 through 30 rather than
And
12.
just a baby 12.
All right, so Birdie, yeah, whatever.
Birdie,
Phoenix Wright,
I mean, like,
whatever.
you could swap out Birdie for Hagar. Those
Arthur,
big body
Firebrand.
characters.
This is actually
Then
not
Phoenix,
like.
Phoenix Wright,
This
Arthur, and
is
Firebrand.
actually way more standard of a list than I was expecting.
Yeah,
I'm
the end was-
I
disappointed.
could have gone super obscure, but
You
then it'd
already
be like, that would have been weird.
It
Could
was
have been
weird.
like, oh, that one specific zombie mini boss from Code Veronica that no one saw.
You started out with J. Jonah Jameson, and
Yeah.
it didn't get any better after that.
Yeah, it got
Let the
more.
people decide.
It got more
I
normal
think they made
as
their
it goes.
choice.
Yeah. I've seen some people telling us to end the show. People
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Probably for
Look,
the best.
I made this. I'll tell you why I made this list. Because before Capcom Cup, there was all the rumors flying around that like, oh, they're gonna announce Marvel 4. It's real. Like I've heard from a guy that knows a guy that used to know a guy who's dead now, but he was related to this guy. Like most ridiculous things. I was so convinced it wasn't real that I made a bet with a lot of people publicly that if they announced it at Capcom Cup, I would play it competitively for a year. And it came out, and I'm pissed.
Because now you have to play it competitively.
Yes,
for a
because I know
year.
people that will scream at me if I don't play this game. So I figured if I have to play it, I might as well put some good
I
characters
saw
in
some
it.
people.
Those
one
characters are not going to
person-
be in there.
One person
Some of those are
actually,
going to be in there.
Well,
one
fine,
of my
but most of them
someone
won't be.
actually tweeted me and said that if Marvel is announced at PSX, he will eat his hat and stream it.
Okay.
But
Okay.
he said specifically Marvel 4, and so that was the loophole that
Oh,
got
what a
him out of
lawyer.
there.
I know someone that said they'd kiss a dog's asshole if they announced it, and they did it.
Yeah, that's true.
They
I saw
did it?
that.
Did he
Yes,
actually do it?
Yes, she tweeted it.
Oh,
No.
no,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
No, I was thinking of
Happened.
somebody else.
No.
You're thinking, I mean, you probably don't know this person, but
I
this
don't.
happened.
No, okay.
I don't want that to be true.
I'm not even going to say because I don't want anybody to look it up. It's not pleasant.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
Beneath
I
ran
don't wanna
down.
see it.
Beneath ran down the street in
was
in
funny.
underwear.
Yeah, I thought you were just talking about Hanzo Gonzo being a jerk, but
Yeah, Hanzo Gonzo definitely tweeted that as
But
well.
wow, I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah, a lot of people lost some pretty bad bets.
So, is there any? So you can't think of anybody else that you would like to? I think Jeddah would be a cool choice.
Yeah, that makes sense. Who's a Street Fighter character? Who's a Capcom?
They should put
Who's a
Gunsmoke
Capcom?
in there.
I
Gunsmoke.
almost put Gunsmoke on the list.
Dude, he should just do that, and like all of his buttons just shoot in different directions, and so
He
he's
just-
just
but
like,
he still just shoots upwards in three directions. He can't actually shoot forward. So it's
they
like,
should-
oh, it's canon.
They should put the 1942 ship in there and just have
That
it be
was
like,
on my joke list. I was like the plane from 1942, a T-Rex
This is
from
not
Dino
your joke
Crisis, a
This
Breath
is
of
the
Fire
serious list.
cartridge. just the cartridge.
Actually, you know what'd be cool is if Newell was in there.
Who?
Newell from Breath of Fire, from
Oh.
Red Earth,
I haven't actually
from
played those games.
Oh, the squid guy,
Capcom
right?
Fighting Gym.
Evolution, yeah.
Capcom Fighting Evolution. There's like 4 names. I
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
these
Wait,
games.
what was the first game you said he was from?
Red Earth.
Oh, Red Earth. Yeah, Red Earth. Okay,
Uh,
okay. Wasn't he the
Oh,
squid
wait,
guy?
did I say Breath of Fire?
Yeah,
no,
you
I
said
meant-
Breath
yeah,
Fire.
I meant
Yeah,
Red Earth.
I was like, because honestly, when you said that, my first reaction was, how does David know any character from Breath
I-
of Fire?
no, I
Because I,
don't,
can
yeah.
almost guarantee you never played Breath
You're
of Fire.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, the guy with the little squids and
The
he like kind of
squids,
poops
yeah,
squids out and
yeah.
he zones with squids.
Yeah.
That kind of would make sense as a terrible Marvel character choice.
I mean, you could make these characters work. They're just not.
Someone said Little Nemo from Little Nemo Dream Master.
You should put Nemo from Finding Nemo.
I mean, why not just put Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers in there and also put like Little Mermaid?
Let's just put
Capcom.
DuckTales in there.
Yeah, Capcom did. Dude,
Let's
Scrooge
just-
McDuck?
You just pick DuckTales. That's your whole team.
Dude,
Scrooge
McDuck
McDuck
would
would
be
make
like
sense.
dancing and he'd be able to whip things with a cane. Like
Yeah, they just re-released that game not long ago.
And then you know what
They're
the
doing a
best
new
part about it?
Disney show too.
Yeah, and they're doing a new Disney. And then his background music could be the moon theme.
Oh, the moon theme was good.
He has a super where you teleport into the coin vault, and
Yeah.
he jumps into the coins and swims through it, and the other person jumps and they just hit the
And they
ground.
just
They
drown.
They
just
die,
drown.
yeah.
they just like, break their neck.
Oh,
and they
it's
can't.
gold.
It's like a floor.
Turns out it's gold.
Capcom, call
Dude,
me.
Darkwing Duck. Look, Darkwing Duck is one of my favorite Disney
Never
afternoon
got into
cartoons
it.
of all time, dude. I love that cartoon. If they
Well,
could put like Negaduck in there or
Put like
like
Launchpad.
the Liquidator.
Yeah, Launchpad McQuack, sure.
Dude, well, they should just put in Gizmo Duck. Gizmo Duck.
Yeah,
Blather,
they-
deep
Blather
in the
They could have.
Darkwing
They could have.
Duck lore.
I like this Mighty Ducks idea. They could put in Goldberg, the goalie, and you could have the what was it called, like the Wiffle Puck or something. His special.
The Flying V, dude,
his-
which would
his
never
super
work in a
move.
real.
And then when they
Waffle
win,
Puck or something.
and then when they
something
win,
stupid.
his win code can be Emilio. Please don't tell me you don't get that reference.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh my god.
I'm just bothered that I can't remember what the name of his Knuckle
Knuckle
Puck.
Puck, according to Curly W.
What's
Thank
the
you,
Knuckle
Curly. Always there to
The
keep us
Wiffle
straight.
Puck. Crazy. Anyway, I got anything else to do.
It's slow. It's a slow time.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
honestly,
tournament
it is.
season's kind of
Well, the one thing that I do
for
want to
the most
mention
part.
this weekend is NEC. This
Yeah.
weekend
Oh.
is NEC, one of the bigger tournaments. Unfortunately, NEC was at a really bad time. So last year it had the same weekend as Capcom Cup, and then Capcom helped them move it to another date. And then I'm sure they did the same thing this year. The biggest problem now is that because they're after Capcom Cup, it's kind of now like a lot of people are already in post-tourney mode and holiday mode. And so I've heard a lot of people are not traveling to NEC, but NEC's always been really big for the anime games,
Yeah.
for the Axis games. So I'm sure there will be some really great matches there this weekend. Probably will be streamed on Team Spooky as it usually is. In fact, Spooky usually travels to the Big E events because Big E is like the guy who gave him his first shot at like major tournaments and stuff. So I don't know if Spooky himself is going to be at NEC this weekend or not, but that is coming up this weekend, so you definitely want to check that out if you.
Did they stream the 3S cabs last year? Am I remembering that
They
correctly?
did.
did,
Because I know there's a number of pretty good Third Strike guys
Yeah,
showing
they
up.
did.
That'll probably be
Yeah, that was
something to
on
watch.
Nika KO's stream.
Yeah, David.
Nika
even,
underscore
Yeah.
KO.
You even commentated
I
for
did.
that. You commentated that. for
Yeah, that was
us.
pretty good to watch last
Yeah,
year.
that was cool. For sure.
There was a cool 4v4 Super Turbo tournament this weekend as well that I wanted to stay up all night and commentate overnight like I did for the other tournaments, but I was just lazy and I got
Okay.
tired.
Well,
and I
can't blame
slept, So that's what I decided to do.
So we'll definitely talk about NEC results next week, and the Steves will be back. So I'd love to hear from them about how Japan went and how it was to be at the Tekken Global Finals in
Yeah,
person.
they'll be able to give us a lot more
Yeah.
information and
For
a
sure.
lot more feedback on how that event went.
You know what I'd also really like to talk about once they're here is kind of wrap up how Street Fighter 5 Season 1
Yeah.
went, and like tiers and how all that fleshed out, and
That's right.
we will
talked about
also
wanna do that.
know what the changes in Season 2 will be by that time, because it's going to be out next Tuesday.
It's a good idea.
Have they
So we'll
confirmed
do
whether
that.
or not the changes people saw at PSX will be like,
It
is it
seems like
final, or are
they're
they
not.
still kind of
Well, I
messing
guess-
around with it?
I'm not sure, to be honest, because today at Winter Stays On in the UK, they had a stream with Season 2, and it was not the same changes as at the PSX.
Yeah.
But which one of those is the more recent update, or which one's coming
They
out?
might have just been
if
like
either.
trying out different things just to put
Don't
in,
know.
like a compiled list of changes.
Not
I'll
sure.
probably say as well that on Wednesday morning after Akuma comes out, I know I wanted to stream. I think Olaf Redland wants to come and help me with that. So
Cool.
probably Wednesday morning we'll be streaming and trying to see how Akuma works, really trying to break him down. And then also probably just messing with some of the Season 2 changes and going through that a little bit too.
Cool. Yep.
So
For sure.
Really are turning into Sage.
Yeah, you're
Just
actually touching your
notice-
hair a lot.
Stop touching your hair.
You're 4/5 of the way
It's
there.
just a white guy thing.
As you
Just
started.
start finger gunning the screen. There you go. There you go.
Nice grin. That's basically what he looks like.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they have been very quiet about balance changes.
Yeah.
Capcom has. So hopefully we'll get a change list out soon. They said they were going to put a change list out like the day after PSX, like on Sunday, and it never happened. So that makes me think that they're still making some changes, maybe based on some of the feedback they got, so they didn't want to put anything out.
Could be.
Who knows? That's because the thing about it is, like, this is a patch instead of an actual disc release, so they can probably change it a lot closer to release time than disc, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
I'm
easier-
making that up.
it's
I'm
easier
totally
to
making
put
that
out.
part
Yeah,
up.
I have no idea if that's true.
Let's be honest, none of us know what
Yeah,
they're
no,
doing
we have
with
no idea.
anything at this point.
For sure. But we'll talk about that stuff next week. As for now, anything else?
Someone said, ask Olaf about his MVCI wish list. Hopefully it won't have J. Jonah Jameson and Dustman.
Is it confirmed to be pronounced Dustman or is it Dustman?
What kind of question is that? I don't.
Dude, how can you want him in the game and not know the
You don't
true
even
I
proper
didn't
know.
even
lore?
beat the game.
You
It's
don't
hard
even
as
know
hell.
how his name is pronounced.
Look, there wasn't a whole lot to pick on the
All right,
Capcom side.
it's Ira Dustman. That's his full name. I'm going with it. Ira Dustman.
Sure.
Shmuel Dustman. All right, we're out of here.
I guess we can also talk a little bit about ESL. Yeah, so we just did the ESL King of the Hill earlier today. K-Brad defeated Pavocado, who defeated Stupendous. So he beat Stupendous 10-5. Then K-Brad, very close match. Pavocado went up with a 4-0 lead. K-Brad eventually turned it all the way around, won 10-8. But the most important thing that I do want to talk about is that King of the Hill is coming back on January 10th. So it was on at 3, so it's always on 3 o'clock on Tuesday in the afternoon. But it's coming back, and it's now changing from NorCal, SoCal to East Coast versus West Coast. So they've confirmed to me that they are bringing back players who have played in the first 2 seasons already. So we'll see guys like Chris G, Chris Tatarian, Filipino Man potentially to show up, because I don't think he showed up in the first.
No.
He didn't show up in the first or second season, but we'll get some of those players there. But they already said confirmed for season 3 so far, because obviously they're going to get more East Coast players. Are Alucard, Sabin, and L.I. Joe.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get
Pretty
those
sweet.
guys out here towards the West Coast, and that should be a lot of fun.
That'll start on January 10th and be every
That's right.
Tuesday around midday.
Did you see Alucard at that Sports Person of the Year thing? Getting interviewed?
I wasn't sure what that was all about.
I don't know what he was. I didn't see the interview. I just know.
Uh-huh.
I guess he was invited there for the
Yeah,
ceremony,
yeah,
and they interviewed him about something. Like they interviewed like LeBron and like all these legit guys, and then it's just like, what is that Alucard? Like, what is going on? I don't know what they talked about, but maybe that's what we're looking up.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that, Burning Kai. I think we talked about that last week, that Street Fighter V Season 2 characters were all going to be brand new characters, right? So,
That's
Yeah.
what they are saying, but we'll see.
I mean, they with all the character cards that they were releasing, I think people have already like matched up with the
no, I don't believe,
probably,
and there's only one of those that I believe, and
Which
that's
one?
Helen, the Gil's assistant. That's the only one that I can believe from the shadows. The other ones, I don't buy them. I actually just.
I mean,
don't buy them.
it's still just guessing. I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everyone that was guessing on the season 1 silhouettes, like half of those were wrong.
Right,
So.
right.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what they're going to look like once they're actually like in 3D.
So KFC asked, what do we think about no more auto qualifiers for CPT?
Mm.
I kind of want to save that for the Street Fighter V discussion. We can
Yeah,
have a
okay.
closed Street Fighter V, closed CPT kind of
Makes sense.
conversation at that point in time. And then also we'll have better knowledge of what the changes are. So
Sure.
we can have an all Street Fighter V episode next week.
Okay.
So, okay.
Sounds good.
Cool. I mean, again, sorry guys for the short episode, but there's just not much going on. I mean, we were super desperate for content. We even had to bring Casmer on.
God, we have stooped to new lows,
I
friends.
know.
You're
This
talking
is
to the king of content. All right, check that Twitter.
Hey, if you want to find out about some scary movies to watch, you can look at.
If you want to look
Twitter.
at what are the worst movies of the year, because it's apparently all I watch. If you like watching somebody get really drunk and just complain about Adam Sandler movies, I got you down.
I'm deleting his Twitter off there so people can't follow him. 'Cause
Probably for the
that's-
best.
that
Look,
was-
they'll find it. If they want it, they'll find it.
I like how Filthy Cricket tweeted crickets. Well done.
Yeah.
What man?
How did we even let him on when he said Civil War was a terrible movie?
I said that months ago.
I know.
I
but
called into the show to talk about that.
I remember
Oh, yeah,
that.
I- yeah.
We were talking about Comic Breaker. That's
You
the
actually
last thing I said.
That's right.
So this is your fault.
Yeah, you actually did. You called in.
Look, Civil War aside, Logan comes out in like 3 months.
Logan looks really good, actually.
I don't care if you actually see the movie. Just walk in at like the last 5 minutes, and my name is somewhere in those credits.
Oh,
if you just
okay,
see that,
okay,
like
okay.
we're fine. I don't care if you
I
actually watch the
actually
movie.
heard that it's going to be rated R.
Yes,
It's rated R, and like
it
there's
is
going to be
a
a
hard R.
Yeah, and it's apparently like it's just like
It looks good.
I heard it's like F-bombs all over the place and
Oh,
like
yeah.
really violent and stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I can't get too into it, but I'm excited for it. Let's
Okay,
put it that
okay,
way.
Okay.
You know my opinions on like every superhero movie. I cannot wait to see this movie.
Alrighty.
Okay. Cool.
I can't wait to see
I
those
should
credits.
see it
That's all.
too.
Yep,
Woo!
I'll see
Okay.
that.
All right.
All right.
Tune in next week. We'll do a giant Street Fighter V recap
Yeah.
next week. The two Steves should be back. Hopefully they won't be too tired. They'll be able to get on the show
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff
right.
like that. I mean, they're coming back tomorrow, I believe.
Oh, they'll be fine.
Yeah, so they'll have enough time to get over jet lag. But then we'll finally have like the real Say Jam and like Tasty Steve instead of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We have this guy here. So.
Yep, he did, Shogundo.
Majin Obama, who's 2D Jazz on Twitter, announced that the Tenkaichi Budokai competitors. So this was votes to get into a Guilty Gear Xrd tournament in Japan. And the competitors have been decided. It is going to be Karinchu Johnny, which is awesome because Karinchu Johnny is godlike. Zadi Raven, Kazuki Dizzy, FAB Potemkin, of course, Roy with Soul, Nage, of course, with Faust, Haken with Soul, and Samito. Oh, Samito with Chip.
That's cool.
So they're going to face off in the arcade in an 8-man in-person league live from the arcade.
First to tens.
All around.
Sick.
You're going to have to let me know, Majin, what the situation is, because I would love to, like do DHCs on that. I would like to do delayed hyper commentary
cool, man.
on all those matches. So let me know if you guys are going to have English commentary on it or not. If not, then I will definitely try to do that. So.
Alrighty. Well, that's it for tonight.
I'll see you guys next time on the Ultra
No,
Chat
you're
Show.
not.
You sure won't.
Yeah, from the chat. From the
Tune in
chat.
next time for the Ultra Casmer Show.
God.
It's only me. David's
No,
not
no,
actually
we're
here.
done.
That's just what we're
I'm
calling
shutting
it.
down the
Shut
mic.
him off.